Yes, we are back again with another YouTube video, and if you are new to this channel, everything we do here is for educational purpose only. I'm not a financial advisor. I won't give you a signal or an alert where to buy or sell unless you are in my private or free community. So if you're not part of the free community, you can join. The link is in the description of this video. Join my channel, bro. So without wasting any time, as you can see here, man, I'm looking at my daily pair, because when Monday to Thursday, normally Monday to Thursday I trade currencies, then Thursday I prepare for the weekend, because during the weekend I trade synthetics and indices, right? So the synthetics and indices that I trade are boom 500, crash 500, volatility 25, volatility 75. Then the ones that I didn't mention, I only trade them when I get a setups on them, because yeah, man, that's how I risk, or that's how I choose to personally risk or play around with my account, bro, because no need for me to violate how I trade, right? You don't need to violate how you trade. So let me quickly fix the focus here. Okay, now is it better? No, that's blur. Just blur, bro. I don't want it to play like this. Yeah, okay. You want to be here? So without wasting any time, guys, with that being said, let me quickly jump to my daily time frame. Now, going to my daily time frame, what I'm looking at is the institutional footprint, right? I'm looking at the institutional footprint, and as you can see, I'm on my 24-hour time frame, right? Now when you look at my daily time frame, you can see that these guys have been pushing out from this swing low. They've been externally and internally bullish. We had this major low, we have this internal high, we have this low, higher high, higher 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 low, higher high, low, lower high, lower 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 low, same or equal lower high, same or equal lower low, same double or triple top, which is the same. So you can see here, man, price is still rejecting around here, but the overall trend, when you're looking at this trend, they've been bullish up until at the top here, right? They've been bullish up until this shift here, right? I want it to be clean, guys, because I don't want you to. I know we are trading in the village and we don't have those expensive gadgets, but we can try with whatever we have, right? We can try with whatever we have, right? So now with this here, So let's grow together, guys. Let's grow together, because I'm trading to update my life, upgrade my life, and also my trading station. I want to have a beautiful and super awesome trading station. I'm grateful of what I have. I used to have none of that. Right now I do have it, but we gotta elevate. So if you check here now, ever since we changed the character there, we've been bearish. We never been bullish. We've been bearish. If you look at the last external structure, we have a break of structure here, right? We have a break of structure here. Now this break of structure here, what is it telling us? It's telling us that the institutional traders or institutional footprints are still into the market, right? It means the institute traders, the institute sellers are still in the market. Why am I saying this? Because these sellers, they managed to break a structure here and they failed to close above here. So this major swing lower high is still protected, right? It's still protected, and if it's protected like that, my aim is to see them taking out this one, because now when they take out this one, that means that they will be continue respecting this overall bearish trend. So now this leg here, it's my humble TP, but I can see that when I look down below, let me do this so that you can see, right? When I look down below here, I can see that, okay, these guys, they shifted this major leg, right? Let me show you. They shifted this major leg, pushing up. So the overall major trend is bullish, but I want to show you something, right? I want to show you something. Now when you look at the structure, you're gonna see that when price was breaking structure here, we know that overall they need to correct 50, at least 50 to 60 before they can give us an actual push up. And right now you can see they came to the fair value gap of 60, but I don't trade fair value gaps. I'm not saying it's a bad strategy or whatever, or I'm against people who trade it. I trade supplies, demands, and breaker blocks, and I can see that according to institutional traders or institutional footprints, we still have an untapped demand here on a major basis. So this acts like a magnet that can pull back price from where price it is. They can let me show you something. Where they are, they can give us something like this, then use that and start closing up, stuff like that. Now when you look at the structure, I don't want to be into any trader, into any trades until I get a proper setup, because for now, according to daily or higher time frame, this is simply just a range, right? But when you go deep inside this range, there's also always gonna be a structure if you look precisely into those legs. Because now when price is moving down, we can see that here traders thought like price changed character, but like I always say, as long as we are in a bullish trend, if this was a change of character, price wasn't supposed to manipulate this one here. So as that being said, that means this was simply just an inducement, right? This was simply just an inducement. So this being our inducement, that means that okay, whoever that bought here or whoever that's gonna buy here, you can see we had the first buyers here, then the second buyers here, but anyway, price came and took them out. Now as price came and took them out, then when you look at the structure, you can see that this here was not a change of character, but rather it was an inducement for traders to make mistakes, which is here. And now they maintained that sub-internal structure, because remember now, after the inducement, they need to induce again on lower time frames. And once they induce this, as long as we are in alignment with the structure, we know that this here it's an inducement that we can use. Why? Because this inducement is in alignment with the structure, so this will be our change of character on lower time frames. Okay, with that being said, I know that okay, from this leg, because now if you check price, let me which one can we use? Okay, let me use this. These are my major high and lows. This was my major low, my major lower high. So as they were coming to print a major lower low, we know that we should be looking for selling opportunities, right? For selling opportunities where inside this major low and that major lower high, until we take it out. Am I making sense? Okay, we change the character. So when we change character, that means that if you look at this time frame, from this major low, once we change character, we printed this low. When we print this low, that means that this low can act as my what? As my target. Okay, give me 2 minutes, guys. Let me check something. Sorry about that, guys. So now with that being said, I know that okay, going to lower time frames, which is 4 hours, I know that going to break that major structure, we need a bearish trend. Okay, we need a bearish trend. Now remember what I said about fair value gaps and supplies. You can trade fair value gaps, but when it comes to synthetics, even currencies, I trade supplies and demands, right? But how do I trade supplies and demands? Okay, when we were going up, we were coming for this as an our inducement, right? Which means that once we start to close below this inducement, this will simply means that price has swept liquidity, this candlestick. So what I'm interested on is this last buying candlestick, because I know that once we break below this candlestick is now going to be what? Our supply candlestick. this will be our supply candlestick. Why? Because now when you look at price fails to break above, right? Price failed to break above, it broke below, it changed character. So if it changed character, what I need now is lower time frames for refinement. So normally what I do is I stop refining my point of interest on 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 minute. That's my entry time frames, but normally I stop here. So when I get here, what I do is I look how price change character. You can see that, okay, price number one. First, before we talk about change of character, this is our point of interest, right? I cannot use this point of interest as it is. This is a big POI, especially when it comes to synthetics, right? This one is more algorithm. So that means that you are trading more against a robot or a software, right? A generated software. So normally what I do is once I shift here, I will look at a point of interest. You can see we had a point of interest at 50 at 60, which is this one here. Normally I look at 50 and 60, but if you look between 50 and 60, there was nothing, there was no liquidity. So what I do, when you jump to 30 minutes, this was a refined. Now when you jump to 30 minutes, you want to see that supply turning demands into supplies. And how do you spot that? Okay, let me show you something here, guys, and pay close attention, because that's where most of the guys say price likes to manipulate them. I used to be one of them, but it's been a year now trading peacefully, because I now have an edge. Now when you look here, as they were coming to this supply, right, as they were, remember, I'm not going to refine my point of interest because I'm on 30 minutes. I can refine it to this FU candlestick, but I won't do that. Why? Because that's how I trade. So if you look at this, you will see that we were coming into this POI in a higher highs, higher low forms, which is a bullish trend. Higher high, higher low, equal high, equal low, equal high, equal low. Now this was a first indication that, you know what, we are having a choppy structure around or inside our POI. That means liquidity is being built. So what we simply need is to see the liquidities that is being built at the top, because I'm looking for sales, right? Is to see the liquidities at the top being swept, which is the liquidity that is resting above here. It's we call it swing liquidity. Now once they take out that swing liquidity, I will definitely know that, okay, you know what, we have something, because now when they sweep this liquidity, that means we had an accumulation. Once they sweep that liquidity, that means we have a manipulation. Now I won't say, okay, let's distribute exactly. I want a confirmation trade, or a confirmed trade, sorry. So once I have that, which is a change of character, that means, okay, these guys now, they give me a confirmation that they want to drop from where to where. That's what I need to know now as a trader, right? From where to where. Since they shifted here with an impulsive movement, I'm not looking for deep retracement, and since I'm on 30 minutes, there is no need for me to even drop to lower time frames. I can simply pull my Fibonacci and look for price to come to 50 and 60%, 61.8 points of interest. If you look here, we have this candlestick here, which is our supply candlestick. Now when price gets into here, confirmation number one, we tapped into our POI. Good, sorry guys, confirmation number one, we changed character. We came to a POI that was responsible to change character. We swept the liquidity, which is the accumulated liquidity. We manipulated it. we changed character from here. After we changed character, we came back to this leg. Now when we came here, like I said, you don't need to go to lower time frames. What I can simply do is wait for an engulfing candlestick. You can see we have an engulfing candlestick. The moment it closes, when this one opens, I'm in with my stop loss 2-3 pips above here, or if I want to go aggressively, I can put it exactly there. Then 1:5, you can see this managed to give us 1:6. Normally I target 1:5, so we managed to get 1:5. Then after we get once we hit 1:5, I want to see how this candlestick is gonna close, right? And for me to see that if I'm gonna continue selling or start looking for buyers, I need to go back to a higher time frame. So now going back to a higher time frame, which is an 8-hour time frame or a 4-hour time frame. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame because it's higher than that one. I'm gonna see and look at this one. Okay, so now look how we took out our target, right? Look how we took out our target. We took out our target impulsively. Now, which means that this candlestick, unless we break above here, I should be continue looking for sales until we take out this break or structure, right? So we took out, the target was impulsive. When the target is impulsive, I need 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes to look for a structure inside those time frames. Let me check if we can get something on 15, because 15 and 5 minutes, that's the lower you can go, right? That's the lower you can go, guys. So if you see here, you can see that, okay, where's the leg that was responsible for this? You can see we have this lower high that was responsible for this break or structure. This retracement induced the traders here to buy with this week. So this was where we were trading at. Now once I get this, what I'm looking for is to look for 50% and 61.8. Let me delete this first. Is to look for 50% to 61.8 on our Fibonacci. If price doesn't come there, that means we are not going to trade, because that's where we can refine our POI. 50 to 61.8, you can see that 50 to 61.8, we had this last selling candlesticks here, and this was supposed to be our last selling trade, right? This was supposed to be our last selling trade until this break or structure. Not more than that, not less than that. That's how you respect your structure. You can see it gave me 1:5, which is good. Now, with that being said, guys, I think now you can get what I'm trying to show you here, right? So stay with me. I don't want to see you lost, guys. So now these guys, they failed again to take out this leg, right? And looking at this, I can see that the last buying candlestick, they took it out. And remember now, this inducement is now in alignment with our structure, right? So that means that we have a lower high here, because they didn't take out the last lower high. So now that means this one here is where we are targeting. So you can see that even the take profits, I take my profits according to the structure, not according to my desires and my whatever, right? I follow the structure, then that's how I take my TPs. Because if I manage to, let's say I managed to got that sell, I could have sold until here if they fail to break with the structure, with the candlestick. Because if they fail to break with the body like this here, if they fail to break with the body like this, it's gonna be an indication that they can even retrace back here, close above, or still fail to close below. Like it can be it can be a range until they decide to close below or above. That's how I'm looking at price, right? I don't just jump into any trade, especially when it comes to synthetics. Even when they come here, I just see how they're going to close. If they're going to close like this with a wick, then that's good for business, right? If they close with a wick like this, that's good for business. But if they don't, I won't force trades. I won't definitely force trades. So what's the future for VIX 25 honest? Oh, sorry, VIX 25. Let's check. So since we printed this swing lower high, I'm looking for a swing lower low. And a swing lower low, where can they give us a swing lower low? They can give us a swing lower low here, or they can decide not to give us a swing lower low and give us double bottom, which is equal lows. But currently, if you look at the structure, I wouldn't say price changed character, because look here, man. If they when they came for this, if they closed with the body there, I could have said, okay, now we change character. But I wouldn't say we change character. Yes, on lower time frames they did, but here it's a trap. According to my strategy, according to how I trade, how you trade, it's okay, unless if it's making you profits, it's okay. I take losses too. It's just that right now I don't take the same losses as I was taking before. Why? Because now I have a proper risk management. I can wake up and decide to risk $10 to make 50 or 100. If I hit that, I'm okay with that, right? So yeah, man. And now, since this is an inducement, I won't take this as a demand, but price can reject here, and it will reject here. But I won't buy here, because I take it as an smart money trap. I take them as smart money traps, because normally, since price is bearish, this can be that magnet, because here they can push back to here. They can use this one to go back here, but with this momentum they can use this one to induce traders to buy, and then they tap here, then they come back for this for those retail traders. So if I want to sell, I will sell when we are back here. And selling here, it's a high probability trade, unless they decide otherwise, right? Unless they decide otherwise. Don't worry, I'll keep updating you guys. So yeah, so the reason why there's no noise today is because my boy went for the polio drop. He went to take there. He's with his mom. So yeah, man, focus while he's still gone. So you can see, man, I will take this as a trap. This is an SMC trap. So they can come and give us that fake of change of character here, which is an IDM, so that we can have buyers here that can generate more liquidity. Then we're gonna have those sellers there that will be taking out this liquidity. Same as here, guys. Same as here. They induced here, came down, took out this leg. Everybody who bought here, they were later taken out by this sellers here, right? They were later taken out by this sellers here. Even these buyers who bought here, let me show you. Even these buyers who bought here, you can see they bought when they took out that inducement. They were impulsive, but when they take out this leg, they failed because they were weak. And as they were weak, this is an indication that even the sellers, even right now, the sellers who went in here, they can still drop price even from year to year, right? So I'm not saying we're gonna sell there, buy there, but we'll be looking for, we are just leaping price here, right? We are just fishing for now. So okay, now when you look at price, I can see that, okay, going to 2 hours already, I should be looking for a sell structure, right? This beautiful, it's beautiful. You can see here, this was our last breakout structure. Let me close here, guys. Okay, so now this here was our last sub-internal structure, right? This was our last sub-internal structure. Then we had okay, yeah, this was our last breakout structure, which was that sweep I always talk about. Then we had this change of character. Then we had price going back. Let me clone this one so that we won't waste any time. Price came to this supply, so I could have sold here, but we were not active even on the free group. Even on the private groups, we were not active. Here, breakout structure, change of character. So look how they right now. They have changed character on 1 hour and 2 hours. What's left now is for them to come back to our supply, then we sell, bro. Right? No hidden info. We're just gonna wait for that engulfing candlestick. Don't worry, I will indicate when price is here. I will indicate those sales, and I will definitely share them up. So yeah, that's our analysis for VIX 25, right? That's our analysis for VIX 25, guys. Let's wait and see what is gonna cook for us. If we're gonna have an update, I will definitely update you too. But for now, guys, I'm gonna patiently wait for this to play. Even when price is here, I won't buy here. I would rather wait for them to induce. When they come here, I can scalp here. Once they tap in here, I'm out. Once they shift, the money that I made from here to here, I can go aggressively using it down below here. But like I said, man, let's give it time. Yeah, man, let's give it time. Then we will definitely see what to do. So yeah, we are done with we exhausted VIX. So I will choose 2 pairs, guys. I will choose 2 pairs because I'm already late. I should be with the group there. So you can see, guys, last I gave a signal on boom 500 and we managed to hit 1:12. And like I was saying, if you were risking $10, you were going to make 120. If you are risking $100, if you are risking 10, you are going to make 120. If you are risking 1,000, you are going to make if you are risking 100, you are going to make 1.2. So yeah, that's how it is. And with that being said, let me now okay, let me now look for trades for this week. stay tuned to this channel, guys. You're gonna see more. You're gonna see more. Don't worry. I already I've already ordered a recording mic. So soon, man, I'll be upgrading my trading station. So I don't have a lot, guys, but like I said, trading, you can trade anywhere you are, man. That's the good thing about it. I'm in the village, right, looking after my son, and yeah, life has been good, right? So yeah, man, like other traders, man, I also experience losses. Losses are part of the game. Even on synthetics, I can take losses, right? But I know that losses are part of the game, so there's nothing I can do about those losses. What I can just simply do is manage my losses, right? I just need to manage my losses. Price was bearish until here, change character, right? But how do you change character, bro? According to institutional footprint, where they are failing to close around here, this support here, man, is now a trap. So it can take days for them to come back for that trap. It's still okay, but at the end of the day, we know it's a trap, right? And you can see, man, it's been 1 2 3. Let me just focus on the big moves. 1 2 3 4. So almost a week these guys have been dropping. They've been dropping, and the last time they generated a lower high was here. Will they take out this lower high? That's the question I should be asking myself, because this is not just a lower high. This is a lower high on a higher time frame, on a daily time frame, right? It's a lower high on a daily time frame, and if you look closely to that lower high, is the last lower high again to give us an inducement in a higher time frame, right? An inducement on a higher time frame. Then from that inducement, we had a break of structure here, and if you look here, man, we have a break of structure. Okay, we have a break of structure here. Now that means that these sellers here are still in control, right? They are still intact. But if you look here, we have an FU candlestick. If you look at this FU candlestick here, the reason why I choose it is because I know that when I go to lower time frames, there is more likely to be a supply in here. There you go. So I wouldn't sell, I would do anything until we are inside there. We tried previously, but we failed to come close. You can see here, let me show you. Ever since we changed this leg here, they tried to change it here, they failed, they came, now they changed it. 1 2 3, this is not a lower high, so we haven't gave us a low. This is just a sub-internal low, higher low. We tried to tap, we didn't. We are inside an FU, so the fair value gap, like I said, I don't trade if fair value gap unless I get something like this. That's when I can trade that fair value gap, but with this I cannot, because why not? They can come to this demand, tap into that one before they drop back to this demand here, right? Because going to lower time frames like 4 hours, let me show you something here. Going to lower time frames like 4 hours, you will definitely see that if we refine this, we will definitely refine it to here, because this here price never came back to here ever since it went up. Let me lock it. So that's where we can even look for serious booms at, right? Not for now, maybe next week, maybe next month, but not for now. But if you want to know, you can, stay tuned to this channel so that you'll be updated, because like I said, man, I'll be vlogging this every day, even if I don't drop every day, but updates will be there on my free channels. If you're not on my free channels, the link is in the description. And I won't say go and open I'll go and open an account using my link or whatever, because that's what I'm not here for. I'm here to show you how I take trades and how I'm trying to build a career. Actually, I've chosen it as a career, right? But I want to build something out of trading, make a living out of trading, change my family's life out of trading. So, I just need those gadgets too. To like, So, like I said, man, I can with trading, I can get that. So, according to this structure, now this was our last break of structure. Okay, ever since we broke structure here, where was the last leg to broke structure? Was this one? We took it out. That means we then had a check. We then had a chalk. Okay, that means we then had a chalk. Let me put it at the top. So I'm gonna do two tries for the sake of time and the sake of the longevity of the video. So according to the structure, this one, you can see according to 2 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have more than 5 candlesticks retracing down before we took out this. So I will take it as a break of structure according to 1 hour, not 4 hours. 4 hours is not a break of structure, but 1 hour it is a break of structure. So like I was saying, if they want to sell where they are, I won't sell. I will only sell after they take out this one. Whether they take 2 days to come here and somebody's gonna say, hey, you missed that trade, still okay, bro. At the end of the day, that's not how I trade. So I follow my playbook. Why? Because I'm not investing peanuts here. Even if I'm investing $10, who can give me $10, bro? So if I'm investing $10, then I won't just invest that $10 randomly. There's still traders who wanna trade the same day, like they deposit the same day, same time they wanna trade right there, which is okay and not okay. I mean, if you, let's say you don't analyze, you haven't analyzed anything, and you just look at into a trade and you say, okay, buy $10. That $10, bro, it's a lot. Okay, so yeah, once we get that closure below, we got that chalk. But I'm still looking for them to push, because most of the point of interest here have been tapped. So still looking for them to push. So I'll be looking for sales here. Once we get that engulfing candlestick, I'll be selling there. Right, let's go back to 4 hours. Once we sell there, where is our target? Once we sell there, where is our target? Once we sell there, we can target 1:5, which is this SMC trap. This is a demand. Most of the traders are looking at this demand, of course. So this can give us a reverse, like where they are. Like, let's say, even if they shift here, they can do something like this. Come here, then boom, back here. Then that's how algorithm can push, bro. Because like I was saying here, mostly there's a time where most of the traders will be active, right? You can just use common sense when it comes to that, right? Now when you look at this, I still have like this candlestick have like 1 hour 52 minutes to close. Within that time, I can even check where they will be after 1 hour 52 minutes. Will they be below here? Will they still be inside? Because let me delete this and take this, because here we have a low, we have a high. We have a low down below and we have a high at the top. I'll put this one orange because I simply as long as it's below my point of interest, I will take it as an accumulation, then they can manipulate, then distribute. Patience, my people, right? Patience pays, bro. So it's like a 45 minutes. I think it's long. It wasn't supposed to be 45, but it is what it is, as long as we so VIX 25, yeah, VIX 25, you can see, man, they are here. They haven't done anything. They are still cooking. They're still cooking in the kitchen. So let's give them time, bro. Let's give them time to cook, because we are not scalpers, right? We are not scalpers. Somebody might say, why are you not buying? Because we tapped this fair value gap. I'm not a fair value gap trader. Traders went into this fair value gap. There was a gap here, they went in. But look at this buy, man. These buys, they are chopping. Then you can see, look here, only like we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 candlesticks going up. Then we have 1 2 3 4 candlesticks manipulating all those. Patience, man. Patience. Right? If they take me out, I'll definitely update you guys. If they take me out, I'll definitely update you. Definitely update you, my people. So we have VIX 25, we have crash, boom 500. I think later on, after the session, after the private mentorship session, I will update you guys. Maybe that's when we can even talk about crash 500. Until we meet again, guys, like I said, everything that I do here is for educational purpose only. So I'm not advised, I'm not legalized to give you signals or even teach you how to manage your money, right? That's why I don't manage accounts, I don't do investments, I don't do those things, right? So stay put. Okay, let's go to 1 hour. 1 hour, you can see, man, there's nothing here, only that supply. So this is the only supply I want to sell it. This is the only supply I want to sell it. What I just need is to wait. The hardest thing to most of the traders is to wait, right? Is to wait. And like I said, man, we can expect this to be an accumulation. They can play around here. Okay, they just boom here immediately. When they give me this, once they close, I can start selling. Even if they push up, I can start selling, because I know that my protected leg is here and my stop losses will be there, and I'll be expecting that drop. And maybe I can start collecting partials, because I know that, let's say maybe I'm not okay with this retracement, maybe here, that's when I can start maybe taking some partials, sell again, and we end the session. I'm looking for a 2 days long hold